take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What's up, guys? Masta Styles here, back with another impression video, and today we're going to be talking about new hero added to the game, Allu. We already have her at Immortal 1, and I'm noticing this now when it comes to the new heroes now. I've been able to push them to Immortal 1 or 2 depending on my luck. But Immortal, Hyperevolved, all of that fun stuff. So we're going to review her skills. We're going to take her into PvE and also into PvP. But a couple of things I want to do before we get started. You know how it works around here. If you're new around here, this is how we do things. We got to get the wheel spin out the way. Every time there's a new hero, you got to spin the wheel, right? That's how it works. So again, if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to that 800 mark. Of course, the goal is now getting to 1,000 subscribers, but we got to take our time. Slowly but surely we'll get there. So let's spin the wheel here. I do need that Sif Soul Crystal. That would definitely help me to bring her to Awaken 7, which would just make everything better. And we get nothing. No luck there. Man, I would take a Soul Crystal of Sif. If I get a copy of Allu, I'll just bring her to Immortal 2. I have the Gene Hybrids to do it. But that is that there. One other thing I want to talk about before we hop over to Allu here is this game mode just got interesting. So today the iteration is Assassins and Hunters. With it being Assassins and Hunters, that means that there's no support, which just makes things a lot interesting. Because now, let me hop over to my defense here. So now when you're creating your team, which you cannot use any type of support, right? Because normally, you'll try to make your 6-man team. So there's no 6-man team. It's only 5. For me, this is a team that I'm running. I'm probably going to end up switching it depending on how things are looking. I might end up going more towards Hunters because they do have that layer that you can potentially get from Rebecca. But I'm going this way because I was thinking revive. That's my thought process there. Vaz increases your max HP. Max HP is not going to help out so much with these heroes. They do damage based off of attack, but having that additional max HP is not going to hurt, especially Sam. He revives twice. Obviously he's running fade out, but he's going to die quickly, and then after that his damage will ramp up. Aaron don't have a revive, and obviously neither does Rick, but they're my best damage dealer, so why not put them in there? Aaron also gets that additional 10% increase to attack and HP, so can't go wrong there. For the people that have Artemis Awaken and Caraxia Awaken, you're not beating those teams. It's just ridiculous because they already having that initial stat boost built in, so they definitely have that advantage there. So my Artemis there, as you can see, is Mythic 1. I need a couple of more copies of her to get her to Immortal, but that's a ways away from now. But let's just hop over to what you came here for. You didn't click on here for interstellar exploration. You didn't come here for that. What you're here for is a new hero, right? So let's get to it. So let's take a look at her skills. So first up, we have Heavenly Tears. Allu summons 3 Eyes of Nature in the target area. Eyes of Nature inherits 100% attack and defense and 50% max HP from Allu. On the battlefield, a maximum of 3 Eyes of Nature can exist. Okay, so now we know that. We already confirmed that in the previous video, but now we know. Then Heavenly Rain begins on the battlefield, increasing and decreasing the damage dealt and taken by Allu, ally summoner heroes, and summon creatures by 16 to 29%, depending on Allu's accuracy. Max effect at 200 accuracy for 6 seconds. The damage change effect of this skill will be calculated after other effects that influence damage have been calculated. And of course, at level 3, it is now increased to 18 to 33%. When it comes to the commander, I would say all skills +1 is the way to go. Obviously, if you can get +2, that's great. But I think once we go over these skills, you'll realize that all skills +1 is definitely the way to go. Talent effect. During heavenly tiers, Allu additionally reduced damage by 30%. And of course, the exclusive effect, heavenly tiers restores every 0.5 seconds HP to all allies, keyword their allies, and large summon creatures equal to 5% of Allu's max HP every second. So a lot of HP on this girl. Even though I'm looking at my HP there, it still needs a lot of work. Let's move on to our common skill. So common skill is Allu deals damage to enemies in the target area equal to 40% of max HP, and also summons one eye of nature, inheriting 100% attack, defense, and 50% max HP from Allu. Here it goes up to 55%, and as you can see, if it was +1 skills, then it would be 60. This is why I said that. All right, what else we have? So the talent effect, within the radius of action, stuns each enemy with a base chance of 40%, depending on Allu's accuracy for 2.5 seconds. We should be getting that because you already have her at 200 accuracy. So you definitely want to get to that 200 accuracy mark. It'll help out with the stuns and also the additional damage increase and damage reduction for your summon creatures. And obviously your summoners too. Exclusive effect. For each fallen or disappeared allied units, the cooldown of this ability is reduced by 0.5 seconds. So the more summoners on the board, the more should be casting this skill. Next up, we have another common skill where while Allu is on the battlefield, attack speed of all allied summoned creatures is increased by 300. Movement speed is increased by 500. Damage dealt is increased by 26%, and damage received is reduced by 26%. And as you can see, if you had +1 all skills, it'll be 32% and 32% reduction to your damage taken. Okay, so this one here, I'm still a little iffy about this talent, and this is exclusive here, right? Large summon creatures receive 2 times greater effect. I'm a little on the fence when it comes to that. I don't know if that's working correctly, but here we have the exclusive effect. When allied summon creature dies, their summon restores 2% max HP and 10 energy. When a large summon creature dies, this effect is multiplied by 3. So 6% increase your max, 6% restore to your max HP, and also you gain 30 energy back for every time a big summon dies. Very interesting there. So of course, we have her passive where she's considered a Terran. Wish it was Atlas. It would have been so much better. I already know you're going to disagree with me in the comments, but she should have been an Atlas. It would have worked better. It would have been more synergetic. I know they're pushing Durelli, Daniel, and Sif being Terran, but I just feel like if it was Atlas, it would work better. Just my personal opinion. And this is why I say here, again, the all 1+ skills is the way to go. Because here it says, upon that, Allu resurrects after 2 seconds with 70% HP and 600 energy. This effect activates 1 times per battle. 1 time, not times, because it only happened once per battle. And of course, if you have RR 240, now is 90. So this is why I said if you had that +1 all skills, she would come back with 100% HP. Talent effect. Damage received by Allu is reduced by 30%. This effect works against true damage. This is interesting because over here she does that again. So now it's an additional 30. Wow. interestingly enough. Then there's the exclusive effect EX30 here. Her EX30s after resurrection, allied heroes max HP is increased by 30% and damage is increased by 20%. So revive team with this girl. I'm gonna build a revive team with her. That's why I was looking at that interstellar game mode there, and I was like, wow, I wish we could have used support because the revive team would have been very interesting. So here we have her gears. Initially I thought about extraction, but I'm like, you know what, it's not worth me using extraction. The other one is they mentioned is rebirth. For me, I'm like, I'd rather get the ultimate out quicker. That way we'll get an increase in damage and a decrease in damage received. But I'm running HP on the gloves, HP on the helm, and also damage reduction on the boots. You could go HP here, right? And of course I'm running Resonance and Hawkeye because I want to hit that 200 threshold. For me, my guild technology has the remain in my mount, so I'm good there. So that's the gears. You can go rebirth, you can also go resonance. Resonance give you that additional max HP once you cast that skill the first time. So again, there, that's the additional effect for having that. So there you go, those are the gears. Let's go into PvP. Let's get to it. So first up, what I want to try is 29. I want to try 29. I haven't tried 29 here. When it comes to this here, I like putting up front because, you know, if she dies, she can come back. Another thing I'm thinking too is that with Anpu, right? I think one of the things that I'm noticing about him is that with the jump, if he doesn't have his summons up, chances are he's not going to make it. And I think that's what happens. So here, you have to now keep an eye on the jump, and you also have to keep an eye on the blowback. So here he jumps. Let's see if he makes it. No, he doesn't make it. So if he dies, we're not beating that. That just summarized that there. I feel like with Ruler's Ring, let's just take a look at Ruler's Ring here. 40% of damage received by summoners is distributed evenly to summons. But the thing is, I feel like it's each hero's particular summon creatures versus all the summon creatures together. Because it would only make sense for why Anpu is dying. But I'll try one more thing, and if not, we'll move on from there because 29 is a whole nother animal. I beat 28 with manual. So let's take this off. This is more for PvP. And the other thing that I was thinking too is that with this thing here, I said it before, right? Let's one more thing before we even hop in. Information. Can devs give me the option to set up my prototypes in there, right? That'll be cool. Where when I click on this one, the prototypes are already set up. For me to switch, or if you can't give me that, right? Let's go back to Crimson Abyss here so I can show you. So if you can't give me that, at least meet me here, right? Where I can go, where's prototypes? Where I can go into here. I've got to find one. Oh, perfect. This one's good. Here we go. Upgrade. Let's move back. Go back here. Or if you can't give me that, give me the option to switch it here because I can't switch it here. I don't know why they didn't make it so you can switch here. But I feel like having the ability to set up your prototypes within the formation and it doesn't affect the overall thing. But it's just whenever you pull up that formation, you automatically have your prototype set up. That would be pretty cool. Quality of life things. The game crash thing is, right? So one of the keys here is this. Add in that additional 32 damage reduction for summoners. Definitely is going to help here. So again, one other thing you could do is actually control Allu's ultimate. Like pop it after the boss is about to do either the jump or the blowback, so that way she don't blow up her summons. So here we go, he's invincible and he dies. Don't know what just happened there. It's weird. It's like RNG and I don't like it. I'm not a fan. So we'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, we were doing so good the last time. I don't know what's going on here. Again, I think maybe his summons ended up dying, so it's only spread between his summons. So let's do this here. Let's see if we can get a fresh set. And you gotta remember, whenever the rocks fall down, chances are he takes out his summon, so he's good there. I think he was in the invincibility. I wish he would get that more often, not just once during battle. So here comes the blowback, and we should be good here, even though she just popped her ultimate and Jax is going, yeah, we're good. 27. We're not really worried about that. The jump is a problem now, but going back to what I was previously saying, her healing is pretty good. She's doing a lot of healing all across the board, from her ultimate plus also the every time the summon creatures die, each individual summon is gaining back HP. So that works there perfectly. So let's see here. Here comes the blowback and the jump. This is the scary part here because it's the blowback plus the jump. And okay, he barely survived there. Scary, very scary. And let's go control that. It's a lot of controlling, and again, as you can see, at any moment Anpu's can die, which I don't like that. And he's the only one that's affected by this. So maybe they should have given him an additional what do you want to call that? The zombies or mummies that he summoned. So here comes a blowback, which should be good. Ooh, that one is close. And we have 17 seconds still to jump. And we could beat it within the time, but the problem is this jump is just too much. But her healing is keeping up on par with Sif, because Sif is healing for a huge amount. I can't even see it off the top here. Nope, don't do that. Let that sit. I was just about to pop the ultimate there, and let's see. Not even an inkling of damage. So looking like we could get it done. Here comes the blowback, and we're in a bad spot. Ooh. Oh my god. It was literally there. Jax was just about to pop his ultimate. I think to beat 29, I have to control Jax. I'm most likely gonna have to control the support there, Allu. But it's beatable. The fact that we can even make it that far. But 28 and 27, we can do those easily. Those variables that we have there, we don't worry about them too much. That is that there. I don't want to put y'all through that. So we have a lot more to do. So let's move on here. We have 21. Speaking about that, let's see if we can get this done. We have to switch this out. Go there. Let's see if we can beat 21. We'll take Purin out and put her in. She can go up front. Amat needs to come here. And because I had crit, I didn't increase their damage there. That's okay. Alright, let's just go through here. What is Fiona wearing? Let's go there. That's fine. We should run through this. And let's see. Well, we have to beat this one. This one is annoying too. My goodness. Sorvaley is just annoying here. Boy, Sorvaley is good. Ooh. So give me a second here, and I'll see you in a sec. Alright. Well, as always, the first two teams are always the toughest. So let's see how we do here. I put her in there. We'll switch. That's damage there. I was gonna say healing, but let's see what she does, what she brings to the table. She do have a great out of the gate burst damage, which isn't bad. So again, of course, I'm running those prototypes with the damage reduction, increase to crit damage and increase to summoner damage. 30, I think. Is it 32? I think so. I'll have to check that later on. But if you want the gears for the other heroes, let me know in the comments. I'll post it over there in the Discord. I'll share the gears for each hero there. So all of the summons are dead. What just happened? They all just got erased. Did you see that? But this is beatable, right? Like I say, when it comes to these stages, sometimes the boss is easier to beat than the stages before. So here, Sif is keeping up, interestingly enough, a little bit. I think Awaken 7 Sif definitely give Anpu a run for his money, right? Yeah, look at it. Close. Very close. the summons are just dying very fast. If you realize that by the time he gets to the blades dance or blade spin, everybody's erased. Look, just watch it. So there you go. And again, we get it done. Not bad. This is not even that difficult at all. I don't feel like anybody's in trouble of dying. So again, the greater question would be, right? There's 1% left, right? Before we get on out of here, I know. So we know we could beat it, but we want to know, right? It served no purpose, right? Let's see. Where do I want to put her? She's fine where she is. Let's see, because again, that's the conversation, right? Let's see if they can beat it with Purin. You know, Purin's great. Even if Purin don't do well here, it doesn't matter. She's a SP level support. So let's see here. If you really need her for 21, or it's the gems that you need. So my concerning part with Purin is always, I'm always gonna be an advocate of that. Purin's healing is not the greatest. So let's see here. Because if he locks on to Purin back there, oh boy. So Sif damage should be interesting here because she no longer has the aid from Allu, but Purin is increasing damage overall. So see, Ampu, he's taking the lead. But again, it seems like you could beat it, right? It looks like it from what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's doable. It would take maybe around the same time. I would have to look at the time during the edit to see what the difference is, but Purin is still good. Don't get me wrong, Purin is still good. Just so you know, as you can see, Sif tend to do a lot more damage there with Allu, and yeah, they could do it. I can see it happening. But again, if you have Purin still works. She works. She does. Allu is good. She is, but Purin is still the OG, of course. And I'm gonna look at the time once I'm re-editing this. But again, not bad. We can get it done. But like I always say, it's the first two teams that most people are gonna struggle with. The boss themselves, if your summoners are built out perfectly, the boss themselves you'll be able to beat. So there you go. Purin. Ooh, almost took her out with the right RNG. Maybe take out Purin and it's a different story. But either way, we got it done. Love to see that. That is that there. I'm not gonna put y'all to 22. Maybe for another time. Awaken 7 Sif. We can go for 22. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's right in the way. If I could just land her on that wheel, we can go there. So now let's hop over to PvP and see what we got. So of course, as you can see, there's a lot of Ravennas. We'll come back to this guy here in a second. And of course, we'll start out with Nate, per usual. She got energy. This is kind of the team I was playing around with, where I pull out Purin, and I don't want to go there yet. We're not going to go there just quite yet, and just in case we need it, we'll go there. So again, you want to see, okay, well, how do you run this summoner team? I like having Maz in the middle there. So not a bad place for Maz to be. Jack City in the back because of my commander here. The additional crit damage, and of course, summoners gain attack, middle gain attack. I am missing out on the middle gain and attack, but my thought process is having Masrani where he is. Yes, I would benefit more by having this guy here, of course, but he ends up dying. So I kind of need a little bit of a meat shield in front of him, even though he walks up. But again, you can go one of two ways. You can go Daniel, of course, which is the one to help out. If I'm using Daniel, I'll put him in front of Jack City. But if I'm not using Daniel, I'll just put Ahmad back here. So there's a couple of ways to go about it. We'll do with Ahmad and then with Daniel. Let's start with Daniel first, and then we'll see how we do, right? But again, this is energy. We're facing energy. The problem with energy is what? Ravenna. As you can see, Skinu gets erased instantly, right? Instantly. But when we're going against energy, we want to reduce that initial energy that they gain at the beginning of the battle. But this energy team isn't as potent as the next two, right? This is just, a lesser. So as you can see, we can beat this one with Daniel. I think Daniel works in a sense better because if he drops the beer right in the middle of the energy team, they're in trouble. So we beat Nate there. I don't really need to pull out a Mott because we didn't lose. So now we'll move on to our boy, of course. Where is he? There he is, our boy. So keep an eye on Skinu. Can't quite put my finger on what happens to him, but just watch what happens to him once the battle starts. Let's keep an eye on Skinu here and see. Dead. He's instantly erased. So he's the non-factor, right? He becomes a non-factor in the fight. So again, the main piece is fighting against who? Ravenna. And if we can keep her close within the ring of Anpu, call him, there's so many names. In the ring of Anpu, then she's not going to be able to heal back up. None of that. She'll end up dying. So there, as you can see, they wipe them out. Because why? Skinu gets instantly erased at the beginning of the fight. I don't understand what is happening there. But then we'll go over to, this is arguably the better of the energy team. And we'll see how we do. I think using Daniel in PvP is better than Amat. Amat has saved me in a couple of situations, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm telling you, I shouldn't say better. I should say when you're going against energy, you want Daniel. So on defense, running Daniel might be the way to go. When you're on offense, you run Amat. That's kind of the way I'm seeing it. So here, there you go. Skinu is erased instantly. What is going on there? And it's not like you're saying, oh, it's Anpu or it's this. We lost Daniel, of course. We're on the edge here. We need some healing. Help us out, Maz. See how far away they are from us. Okay, Cariolis is dead. Now that leaves, yeah, we won. She's dead too, because there's no reason why she'd be going into invincibility. And yeah, now this is a team that can be energy. Right? We don't know. If we even put Purin on here, it'll be overkill. But that is that there. Like I said, Skinu, I don't know what's going on with him. He just completely gets erased. And I noticed that even before Allu was added to the game. So it's not like Allu is aiding in that. That was already happening before. So now let's hop over to my friend list here and see what we got. Okay, all right. So here we go. This is a different energy team here. We have Dan in there. I see they're pushing for that Terran bonus, and it's max. It's maxed out. All Terrans except for Wamigan. Don't know what Wamigan level is. Interestingly enough, this is actually not a bad idea here. Look, having that and then tying into Wamigan, very interesting to see how this goes. Perfect combat power level. You can't make this up. Let's see how this goes. We could win and we can also lose. It all goes down to Skinu. Skinu's alive now. This is different. It's not the same fight. I think Daniel's gonna die there, right? Yeah, Daniel's dead. But we also have the beer in our face, which I don't like. Skinu is still going and Ravenna is still going. I don't think it's doable. I just don't see it. Let's see here. We lost our Dan. I think, wait. Oh, well, Ravenna's dead. Yes, right? Well, the good thing is, right, because of the, oh my goodness, yeah, we won this one. The one thing that saved us was the fact Dan is dead. But the one thing that saved us was the fact that because the summons were turned a different direction, the creatures, Ravenna wasn't focusing on the summons. All right, so we have another energy team here, right? We'll go against energy and then we'll try a different team, right? We've been fighting energy all this time, so let's see what they got here. Okay, and all right, so they're pushing for the Terran bonus. Kara, is that take? No, that is take. So take casting more ultimates could be dangerous. Let's see. Skanu's in the back. Skanu being in the back, I guess that's the way to go, right? Put him in the middle row, he gets a race. And let's see here. Okay. We lost Dan. Dan is the first one to drop. That's very interesting. We need to get rid of this Rez here. He's very annoying because he keeps pumping into Ravenna. And now Ravenna's locked onto them. We need to distract her. This is where Daniel would work perfectly, but I think we got it done right here because Gobo's right on top of her. Yeah, we got it. She's gonna die. She can't do nothing now. That's her last thing there. She's dead, and the healing from Maz, and also you see that healing there. I was trying to show it to you guys real quick. We got that done. So let's see what we can do. Well, the other team that we need to face is a Vanguard team. That's probably going to be hard to find because that's another counter there. Let's see if we can find one. Ooh, okay. All right. So here we go. In this situation, we have Vanguards. We also have Sam over there, which could be annoying, and also Korra. Chances are it could be A10. I don't know. Or A7, A5. We don't know. We'll see that at the end. Can we beat this team? Higher combat power. Let's see what they're running. They're running. Ooh, yeah. No. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wait, isn't that Summoners, though? Yeah. Why would you put that one in particular? You have your... That don't make no sense. What? Why would you run that specifically? I get the crit damage one, that makes perfect sense, but you put 2 red summoner and tank and support. Maz is not doing no damage. Okay, all right, what a waste. Then you have a little bit of reduction there. What do you have over here? All red, all summoners. I'm guessing what happened here is, I don't know. I don't get it. All right, well, all of those things are just pushing towards Maz anyways. Maz's max HP is going to be through the roof, right? Yeah. Anywho, so let's see what we can do here. This could be tough. It could be with Leo. Here comes Leo. We stopped him. We interrupt his charge, which was huge. And here comes, oh yeah, they got Barag. Oh, Barag is just so obnoxious. So what I'm realizing is Dan is dying a lot faster. So we'll try this again. They lost somebody there, but even if they die, the other problem is that we still got to deal with those pesky shadows, man. The pesky shadows, man. Or the phantoms, that's what I should call them. Okay. And this is always the thing with Vanguards. It always looks good, and then it just starts getting ugly afterwards. Can we at least take out Leo? Okay. She's still over there kicking, dealing with Barag, fighting her way through it. Can she take him out? Oh man, this is tough. Okay. I mean, Korra's not dead yet. Korra is definitely not dead. Sif can handle it. Can we do it? We just need to kill one person. The $3,000 piece. Oh, wow. And that's just Awakened 6 Sif. And I'm pretty sure that Korra there is what. Oh, we'll go look at it again. And we lost there. Okay. I had to go find it. It was just trying to find this guy. It was just annoying. But I just wanted to see it. It was A10 Korra. I ran it again real quick and we lost in that situation. So it comes down to RNG based on if you win or lose. But I do have some Vanguard teams and we're going to face them. So let's hop over to those Vanguards team. Give me a second here. First up, we have the Hindo base Vanguard team with the 5 Vanguards. Can they do it? Let's see. I did like that interruption there. She's going to die here, right? Right? No? She's fine. Back up off behind though. You can't kill me. Okay, pop the summons there. And of course, with the Vanguards, you know, their damage is delayed. As you can see, it seems like we're not doing no type of damage to them. But somebody's dead there. I can't see who it was. I think Ares. Okay. Can we? Ooh, this is where it gets. No, it wasn't Ares. Claire's down. Good. Claire's down for the count. We lost Maz, which is scary. Leo's gonna die here. Okay. See, and that only leaves the SP hero. Let's see. He got one more left in the tank. Oh my goodness, that was a big hit. And see ya. You should be dead, right? No? Man, this guy. Whew. Alright, so we at least beat that team too. We beat that one there, and I'm pretty sure that's a maxed out Heimdall. Wow. Okay, so we beat that Vanguard team there, and that A10, Leo, and all of the fun stuff. Immortal 5, everything, right? Not bad at all. Okay, alright, cool. You know, I have one more Vanguard team. Let me find it. Alright, another Vanguard team. The No Heimdall, they're utilizing Canis's ability to increase your max HP, and of course Maz does the same thing. So let's see how this goes. Is the prototypes better? Increase, okay. Alright, reducing your healing, okay. And then for this, alright. So let's see, we could just run melee, but we're just gonna use what we got and see how we do here. A little less combat power, but sometimes combat power is just combat power, right? Does it really matter? Ares is annoying, of course. An awakened Ares is going to be a problem. An awakened Barag is going to be a problem. And who's in the mix? But again, remember, we're using Daniel, not Amat. Amat changes things, because all of these summons that keeps dying, Amat would be aiding in that. And can we shut down? She dies. That she's dead? Oh boy, that's not good. It's not looking too good. And where is Anpu with the damage? Jeez, they're not doing nothing to them. And then we have to deal with Leo, and then we're gonna have to deal with what's his name up top? Wamigan. Oh boy. Where's Maz? As long as we can keep Maz up, we should be in a good spot. Let's see here. Leo cannot heal, which is great. That's beautiful. That is the best thing about that. Keeping him in that space is great. All right, here we go. Versus Wamigan. We should be able to get it done. Here comes the swarm. And we got it done. Man, she died pretty quick there. Of course, I know I'm supposed to be talking about the support hero, but at the same time, just realize that it's a support hero. She's not doing damage. It's about what she brings to the table, increasing damage and reducing damage and healing. That's what she brings to the table, right? But to go back to summarize with her, as you can see, if you're in my Discord or you looked at the community tab, you see that I shared my tier list and I updated it and added her to it. So initially I gave her a B, right? After using her here in PvP, A. She's an A tier hero. I need to do some testing and trying her on the revive team and also see how she is on other teams. Does she even bring anything to the table? Is the healing going to be the same? Obviously, this one here is not going to work so much for the rest of the teams, right? Is it here? Yeah, let's see. Where's the details at? Yeah, this one here is not going to work for other teams unless you have summons, but the main healing here could potentially work. So I'll test that out just to see, and that's why I kind of gave her a B initially, because I feel like what she brings to the table is more for the summoners, and that's very niche base in terms of being a support. At least with Canis, the max in HP increase can work with Vanguards. As you can see in the preview, it didn't really make that much of a difference, but at least it works with the Vanguards because they do damage to HP. This here is particularly for summoners, so that's why I had her there in the B tier. But after I seen what she was doing in PvP and aiding out and increasing the damage and all of that fun stuff, definitely have to go with A tier for her. If you made it this far in the video, the word of the day is Lady of Nature. And if you're new to my channel, you want tips, guides, updates, tier lists, all of that fun stuff, this is the channel you want to subscribe to. We're getting close to that 800 mark, but the goal is to get to 1,000. So for those that are rocking with me, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to comment down below how you're feeling about the new hero. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Until the next video, peace.